Hi, everyone. Teddy Bear says hello. Good morning. Good morning. It's Rita. It's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue. Okay, don't get so excited. I'm excited too, but you don't see me chewing on things. Hey, everyone. It's Rita, and let's see, I'm here for our Cricut chat, our usual chat Thursday. Stop chewing on that. Sorry, it's Thursday, the 24th. Some exciting news coming out of Cricut that I'm going to tell you about briefly, and then I'm going to wait until after Cricut makes their official announcement, which won't be for another hour because they're on Mountain Time and I'm on Eastern Time. So, but the big news is that there is a brand new product for 4 Explore machines. How exciting is that? And also for the maker. But I think a lot of us have Explore machines, and this is the new product, and it's a foil transfer kit. So I'm going to demo it for you live when I get back from my treatment today, and I'm going to answer all your questions. So if you have questions, if you saw the links everywhere and you have questions, I'm going to be here for you, as always, to answer those questions. So if you are in the, want to buy it, sort of like with the mystery box, if you want to buy it before, it's not going to sell out, but if you want to buy it before you see my live, you can certainly do that. I did post links to all the products. For the foil, there's a kit, but then there's only really 3 other products, and it is live on the Cricut site. But if you buy it through me, you get, and use my code, you'll get free shipping and 10% off. So that's all I'm going to say about that, except that it's really exciting. It is indeed for all of us Cricut Explore users, which all the other new tools have been just for the maker. So that's so cool. So anyway, this morning, I want to say hello to my friends, but before I do, I want to talk about something. We're doing our cards. And we're going to make a very simple pop-up card from Lori Whitlock. And I'm also going to talk about pop-up cards just in general in Cricut design space, because people like to do them, and why not? They're super fun to do. And here's 3 that I'm going to show you where to find in Lori's site, but also just to kind of carry on, we're doing all kinds of cards this week, and we have done, for instance, we did this pretty elaborate pop-up box card yesterday. We did 2 different kinds, but there are a lot of them. These pop-ups are not easy to find. And then we also did this box card. Yeah, that's the other thing, Leilani, is that this product is very affordable, and I have demoed this foil product. It's so easy. There's no heat involved. That's what's so cool about it, is that the other products on the market, there's a heat element to it, which always concerns me, because I just, there's nobody that understands the Cricut machines like the Cricut folks. So for me, I never caught into that whole putting that thing in there with the heating element. Nah, it just never worked for me. So this one here is made by Cricut, and it's also no heat, which is really cool. So again, I will come back and show you all about this wonderful product, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Answer all your questions, because I know you do have questions. It's very simple, very easy to use. It has been extremely well thought out, and I'm going to show you how to do it. You will definitely be interested in this. And I do apologize if you have a joy. This product is not for joys, okay? Yeah, Linda, this works great. And again, we'll talk about it some more. I'm sorry to take so much time this morning. And there'll be an official Facebook announcement. I just want to be, they worked really hard to create this product. And I just want to be deferential to them because they wanted it to roll out in a certain way, and it's their first worldwide launch, and so I just really feel like it's better to wait until after the official planned launch there. Okay. So let's talk about pop-ups. So we're going to go to Lori's website. Today I'm going to show you these 3 easy to make pop-ups and also how to do a little bit different things to sort of make them your own. These are so simple. I think the hardest part about this product, about these cards, is finding them on Lori's website. Because if you go, I'm going to make a video. I'm going to do a live video this afternoon. Okay, Maria? I'm going to do a live video. So, you're going to have to, what do y'all think? Well, Terry, though, as I said before about machines, especially when Maker came out with all those new tools last year, and people were like, why don't they make stuff for the Explorer? And I did not know that they were working on it, but I had heard that they were going to continue to sort of build for the Explorer as well. The difference between the Maker and the Explorer, and I'll talk about Joy just yet. But the difference between the Maker and the Explorer has always been that it has that adaptive tool system with that, like comments like a clock works. And that allows them to change the pressure so that they can use things like the knife blade, the rotary blade, and all those other things. So to see this new product that's going to work for the Explorer, I think it's just mind-blowing because it's an acknowledgement of that fact that, there are a lot of people that own the Explorer. And I don't think, I've known the Cricut folks for quite a while. They're not looking to just like sell you the next thing. I really think they want to build on what you already own. And for a lot of us, buying a machine is a big expense. And so let's, I think their thought process is let's build for people. Okay? You placed your order at 2 a.m. All right, everyone. I know everybody's excited. So please, if you wouldn't mind, you can order certainly. But it does support me, by the way, if you use my links. And I do this every day, this video. And really, it's not as if I'm compensated. I'm not going to make this a sales pitch, but when people use my code and link, it does support me in a very small way. So I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. But let's see. Pop-up cards. So, okay, these are the 3 pop-up cards that we're doing. These are on shop.loriwhitlock.com. They are not under the category of pop-up cards, and I'll show you. Let's see. If you go to the left and you choose cards and layouts, and you choose cards, and then you choose pop-up cards, it brings you a lot of really fun pop-up cards, but including with this one here, which I really love for Christmas, and I'll probably do for this Christmas, but not the ones that I'm looking at. So let me go back and just show you. I had to scroll and scroll and scroll to find these, and I bought these years ago. If I can just find the one that I'm talking about, the ones that I'm talking about. So they're called pop-up, and they have different names. So there's one that's a trick-or-treat. There's one that is this jack-o'-lantern, and this one I think is the haunted house. So we can try searching for this, or after this video, I'll just give you the links directly to them because it's just, it's hard to find them. Let me try trick-or-treat pop-up and see what happens. Yeah, see? There's a lot of stuff that comes up and not the card that I want to show you. So that's that. Pop-up cards are a favorite of mine because they really have a wow factor. It doesn't require all this extra doodads and whatever. The only thing that I've ever complained about with the pop-up card is that usually when you buy them, and this is not the case for that one that I just showed you with the pickup truck for Christmas, it has like a front that says Merry Christmas on it. But these ones here don't. And I guess the thought process is that people are going to open it up, and so it really doesn't need a front. But I like to decorate everything. So what I did was I took these cards and I made like a little front, and sometimes I did a little back to it, and it was so simple to do. So this is just some, like for instance, this one is Trick or Treat. And so I took this paper that says Trick or Treat. I forget where this is from. Let me just check. But I have a bunch of Halloween paper. Some of it's from Cartabella. I think this is from Cartabella. And some of it's from Echo Park. This is from Echo Park, for sure. That's from Echo Park. And then this, I believe, is from DCWV, or Die Cuts with a View. It's from a stack that I bought at Joann's probably 2 years ago. Okay. So, one of the things, and my good friend Linda told me yesterday, hey, get on over to Michael's because the, Hot Buys packs, or the Hot Buy stacks of paper, are on sale. And they're $5 which is better than the buy one, get two free business. Cause if you buy one at $20 and then you get two free, so that would be 20, 40, 60 that you're paying 20. Wait, how does that work? You pay $20 for three, which is about $7-ish. Don't rely too much on my math. But if you buy one at $5, it's cheaper, right? So I did go to Michael's yesterday, and they did have those the paper pads for $4.99. They also had the paper packs for $10. And you guys know about the paper packs, right? Those are the 8.5 by 11-inch solid paper that cuts like butter on the Cricut, any Cricut. And I buy them. I have a huge amount of them because they come in different colors. They usually come in like a variety pack, but sometimes for colors like black, white, craft, blue now, pinks, reds, greens. They have just all the same color, which is a great move, right? I know. Yeah, you can order online, April. And I have the best luck with the online ordering with Michael's. In fact, they had, I don't know if it's still on sale, but last week they had those shadow boxes, 3 for $10.99, which was insane. So I got them and I'm having them delivered. I guess the thing about Michael's is that it's that instant gratification, like you're going to get it right away, and get to take it home. But I'm an adult now. I can wait a couple of days before I have to use something, as long as I don't have to do a presentation on it, right? So there's that. Anyway, so to get back to, paper, I use all kinds of different Halloween paper that I pick up along the way. Halloween seems to be like the first holiday that you start to see paper for in the fall season. You don't generally see a lot of Thanksgiving paper, although they do have fall, autumn stacks that do mention the Thanksgiving. And then you start seeing a lot of Christmas starting right about now. So I just have collected them every time they're on sale. I never pay full price for a paper pad. I would never do that. Just not me. I have to wait for it to be on sale. Even if it's 20%, I'm just not paying full price for that. So anyway, I do store my Paper Dorothy by season. So I do have 4 main stacks. And then within those stacks, I have little subsections. It's so weird, but I love talking to you guys about it because nobody else seems to understand me. But yeah, I have my 4 types of seasonal pads, and then I have the ones that are like everyday or non $300? Oh goodness. It is sometimes better to do it online, but sometimes it's hard to get the good prices online though. Anyway, so Dorothy, you asked about the seasons. I do list them by season, but then I have things like I separate out all the glitter, all the foil. I do separate out things that have plaids or obvious lines, stripes, ginghams, and then I do separate out dotted stuff, like polka dotted stuff, because sometimes I like to incorporate like that sort of thing. And then I also have vintage paper. Oh man, we could have a conversation about it for hours because I'm always looking for good things on how to do it. And yeah, you know, I mean, I think that there's a difference between Cricut crafting and Cricut collecting or craft collecting. So it's, you know, I think there's a difference there, and I like to do both, which makes it a little bit challenging sometimes because, you know, when you're so into your stash, you can be like, oh, you know, I have to spend time to organize this, and then you don't have time to craft. So I have to balance it. Okay. So anyway, so these are pretty basic. When you buy them, you basically do the same thing that we've been doing all week, which is you're going to go to uploads and you're going to find your image that you're looking for. So in this case, I uploaded from either my downloads area. So here's my downloads area. And this could be different for you if you have a different kind of computer or if you're working on your iPad, okay? But it's downloads. You have to make sure it's unzipped. Then you would choose it, and you would find the SVG. So in this particular case that I used yesterday, there's a solid one, and then there's just the regular SVG, and you can decide. That's okay, Dawn. I went off on paper choice. You don't have to be terribly late for this. But anyway, you can choose either the solid or the SVG, and then you're going to upload it here, and this is where, let me just show you, this is your recently uploaded images, which for me, I have like, I consider it my image library. Although when people ask, you know, do you keep your SVGs? I definitely do, because I don't always keep all my SVGs in this image library. For instance, with like Dreaming Tree that has like 10 or 15 different files for one project, I don't keep those in my image library because they don't make sense if you happen upon them. But for things like Lori Whitlock, I do, because they are, they're all, condensed. They're all in the same thing. So what you would do is once you put it in your image library and you bring it to your screen, here we go. So this one here, why is this doing that? Okay. All right, let me just move these guys out of the way. This one here that I'm going to show you what I'm talking about is for the Christmas one. So this is a pop-up box. It's a little bit different actually. So this pop-up box consists of 3 pieces. So this piece here is like on the front of the card. So that would be this, okay? And then this part is the actual mechanism of the card, like this. And then this is the cover part, which, as I mentioned, it just is very plain. So what I did was, let me just get rid of this, wait, not what I'm looking for, group. Okay, so what I did was I brought the files in, I ungrouped it, and I made sure that I attached the dashed cut lines. Remember, you always have to do that with an SVG, okay? So you'll notice if you look on either one of these, there's 2 pieces. This is the basic, the external base piece, and then this is how the pop-up happens. With the pop-up, what ends up happening is that there's a halfway line mark that matches with this halfway line mark, and then you'll see other pop-ups right here, okay? Or not other pop-ups, other dash cut lines that create the pop-up, all right? So, but nothing that has for the outside. So all I did, and it's so super simple, is I created a piece, a square here. And I think they're both the same size. Yep, they're both the same size. And what I noticed about these pop-ups, the cards, is that there's like a little edge around it. So see, there's like this little edge around it. So I duplicated that same thing by creating a rectangle that allowed for a little bit of an edge. So I could just take basically from shapes, go over to shapes, choose square, and then you're going to unlock the square, and you can then move it to whatever size you want, including rectangle. And then I just sort of measured my rectangle to be like with a little, like maybe a 1/4 of an inch all around that front. And I did also a back too. So that, and then I just duplicated this, and then I was able to cut it out. I'm not going to show you how to cut it out, but I am going to show you how to put them together, because if this is the first time you've ever done a pop-up card, there's a little bit of a nervous part when you're doing the actual pop-up that I want to show you. It's so simple, so easy, okay? So, and as far as this is an SVG. It's a paid SVG. I want to continue to push you towards, though, the Cricut Access, the image subscription, and it's really lovely. And there are quite a few pop-up cards in here that you can find if you don't want to buy an outside SVG. And if you go to image sets and you type in pop-up, I think with a hyphen between that, you'll get 20 different, well, this one here, this has up, wrap it up. Okay, so not all of them are pop-ups, but this one, Anna, has this wonderful pop-up cards. This is the simple pop-up cards. We've done these before. There's a birthday one. There's an I love you one. There's that, remember we did the one with the dog and the one with the, the alien. Then this one here is very old. It's everyday pop-up cards. It's slightly different because it uses more of a tab system. And then there's things such as the pop-up neighborhood, and you'll just find all kinds of different things in Design Space. Pop-ups basically are this two pieces, the back and the front, and they're layered on top, and then they have these score lines or dash cut lines that make them pop up or out. Perhaps it's better to say they're pop outs. And I'm going to show you how to put them together. So we're going to put together these three. There's a jack-o'-lantern. And, you could even put a sentiment here if you wanted, just a little greeting to wish you happy trick-or-treating. I don't know, something like that. You could put that here, and then it would be really even more complete. So I suppose that we could do that as well. So I'm going to show you how to put these together. Let me move you along. Bye, David. Let me move you down here. Okay, Teddy Bear. Teddy Bear was saying goodbye to you, David. Heard me. Okay. So. All right, so I have all three of these. And as I was saying, it's really simple. Here is the base card. Here is the actual pop-up. And here are the two pieces that I created for the outside. And so you can just immediately, do this if you want to do it this way. I don't know. But I just glue them. Glue it on very simply to the front and the back. Now, if you have something that has like writing, for instance, like this, I don't know, Sarah, but I can check for you, okay? So this is one that has writing. So when you're putting it on, just be careful that this is going to be the front of the card. So you want it to face up instead of this way. But I think you guys probably already know that. So I just put a little bit of glue And I actually flipped them around, so this is double-sided. This will not affect your actual card at all because it's just the outside. And even if you wanted to do a sticker or some kind of embellishment on the front, like Happy Halloween, I mean, yeah, I understand that the main attraction is the inside of the card, which is different for most of our cards, right? But in this case, it's on the inside, and so maybe not so much of attention is put on this front, but I like to put it all the places. So anyway, so here is the cutout. Now I'm going to get real close so you can see. So here is one of the dash cut lines, but then right here on the either side, there's a dash cut line. This is actually the halfway point, and I'm going to pinch it so you'll see. So there's the halfway point, but there is right here, and then if you look up, right here there's one, and then right here, that creates like the step. So what we're going to do is just kind of fold it. This becomes Valley Mountain. See that? Valley Mountain. This is a valley. And then this one becomes the valley. All right, so this is what your inside will look like before you put it inside of your card, okay? And you can test it and make sure that you put like a little extra emphasis on creasing at those folds if it helps you. And then what you're going to do is you can just kind of give it an eyeball. Okay, so it fits inside. There's a little bit of edge all around. And then you're going to flip it over, and you can do this two ways. You can either do one side at a time, and I'll show you both ways, okay? But this way here is probably the most straightforward one, and that is glue on the bottom, but not on the movable parts. Not on the movable parts, right? Then glue on the bottom, glue on the top. And then you can either do this folded or you can lay it down. I kind of do it sort of halfway reclined so that I can get, and the most important part about this is that this crease matches the back crease, okay? And you will have to train it a little bit because it doesn't know that it needs to fold like that. And then there you go. Cool, right? So that's what it looks like. There's no need to glue any of this part here, this movable part. And let me show you that again. So here's the jack-o'-lantern, which happens to be my favorite out of these three. Here's the base piece. Folds in half like this. And then here are our outside pieces. And then here's the actual part that matters, that makes it a pop-up. So remember, right in the middle is where it's going to fold, and then you're going to look for these three, it's usually 3 dashed lines. So here's what creates the stem, and here's what creates the bottom, like this, okay? And then you put it on there, and so we can either, like I said, you can glue it two different ways. You can either glue just the bottom, that's fine too, or you can glue the bottom and the top. But the most important thing is to make sure that both of those folds are reaching to the back, okay? Both of those folds are reaching right where the fold is, all right? And then since we only glued the bottom, we're going to have to do the top now. Again, no glue gets on the mechanism part, okay? And it should be able to lay flat like this when you're gluing it, and then pop up when it's time to fold it. And then you can add your little rectangles or whatever you want to. You can add a little sentiment here, and that's that. So the 3 that are here, this one here is the most detailed, okay? Because of all of this spiderwebby stuff, but it's really cute. It's slightly different. So again, fold it in half here. And then it's going to go up on the top. And it feels a little awkward, and I know that, but it's just until you get these folds in. So see how that works, where the fold is at the top? So this is a valley. This is a mountain fold. And then down the bottom, where our third score part is another valley. So you see how that is? It's sort of offset from the middle so that it allows for that pop up. Like that. So simple, and yet really it just it enthralls people to find these, and I think that's what I like about them. You don't have to spend oodles of hours of time. You know, the hardest part is probably picking out the paper that you want to use for the outside, or if you want to put a sentiment here. That's the hardest part. So I'm going to, when we're done with this, I will post the 3 links for these pop-ups because I realize that they are hard to find. But don't forget that there are pop-ups galore in Cricut Design Space as well. And if you are new to creating like mechanical cards, that's what I would call this. So if you're new and this was overwhelming to you, or this was overwhelming to you, this is the easiest first step. So if you're really, really new to making mechanical cards, the best one to start with, so if you're facing, you know, a dilemma, is, you know, I don't know if I can do this. That seems a little too much. Or I don't know if I can, you know, do the glue on this one, whatever. Then start with a pop-up card, because literally it's 2 pieces and you only need to embellish it whatever way you want to. And everybody is going to go, wow, you made that? You know, so you don't have to worry about, you know, trying something too difficult to start with. Okay. I think that's everything, except I want to make an exception today, and I want to give away some things. We're coming to the end. This Saturday is our last Saturday of this month, so I have a few giveaways to do, but I wanted to give away today to someone. Let's see, is anybody joining me here for the first time, or the relatively first time person? Is anybody joining Cricut Chat today? Because if you are, I want to acknowledge you. So you have to say, yes, it's me from wherever, from, you know, from St. Louis, Missouri, or whatever. So tell me if you are joining me, and maybe there'll be a prize in it for you. As far as date night, while I wait for you guys to chime in, let's see, on date night, which is Saturday night at 7 o'clock, we're having a sunflower festival. We are going to be, and I will post the links for this, but we are going to be making a sunflower wreath and an oversized sunflower that can go with a bag, like a paper bag. And remember the pumpkins that we did? There was a grouping of SVGs. They're called Harvest Sunset. I think it was called Harvest Sunset. Sorry, I'm reading the chat boards. But anyway, if you purchase that for the pumpkins, there are 2 sunflower projects in that same grouping that we're going to be doing. So if you already purchased it, there you go. If you were thinking about purchasing for the pumpkin, here's another reason to go back, because you can buy this kit and have at least 3 or 4 projects there that you'll be able to make. And they're pretty simple to make, and they're all in the same kit. There'll also be excuse me. There'll also be two free files that we're going to be doing. I'm saying 2 like that because I think there might be a third one. And they are from Dreaming Tree 3D SVG. I will post the links. But one is for cupcake holder that is absolutely adorable. And it's free. And then the other one is sunflower. And the other one is a sunflower treat box that we'll be doing as well. So hopefully I can get through all 4 of those projects. And we will have ourselves a nice sunflower festival. Okay, so let me go and look at who is new here. So let's see who we've got. Let me make sure. Let's see. I haven't ever made anything with paper crafting, and you're brand new, and you live in Pennsylvania. Trisha Chernock. Okay, let's remember that name. Sharon from Pennsylvania. Carrie from Northern Kentucky. And Linda, who's just joined us last week and joined today, Christy Stafford. Yay. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to pick, I know I said 1, but I'm going to pick 2. Let me pick Carrie Upchurch from Northern Kentucky and Trisha Chernock. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. From Pennsylvania, who's brand new to paper crafting and to all this stuff. So here's what you won, and here's what you need to do so you will get your prize. You have won 2 tools from Cricut. One is a scoring stylus that will work in your Cricut Explorer, any Explorer, or your Cricut Maker, and is really a useful tool that I've used a lot on these lives for using with paper. And let's see, the other item is a personal trimmer, and you might go, I don't know if I need that, but actually I use my personal trimmer all the time because it makes really great cuts, and because I have a Joy, it's easy for me to cut paper or anything really, vinyl, iron-on, even infusible ink with the personal trimmer and get like really precise cuts. So that's what you've won. If you didn't win and you are new, come on Saturday night because I still have a few more to give away. And if you did win, you need to send me an email with your complete address, okay? Your name and your address, including your zip code, to Miss, M-I-S-S, Miss Rita to the rescue at gmail.com, okay? And send that to me when you can. And when basically what I do is I wait until the end of the month and I get them all together and I submit them. So we have a new giveaway every month. So this month is those 2 cutting tools. I think next month we might be going for the brand new product that's coming out, or it's coming out today. So listen, if you have some free time this morning at 10 o'clock, head on over to Facebook for Cricut for Facebook, well, the Cricut page on Facebook, whatever that is, right? It's just the Cricut page. And they're going to be demoing, I'm not sure if it's live or not, but they're going to be demoing the brand new tool, which is the Foil Transfer Kit. I'm going to show it to you. And when I get back from my treatment today, I am going to do a live that will I will answer all your questions, okay? So if you have questions about this, does it do this, does it do that, and you want to see it in action, and you want to have that personal interaction. I know sometimes on those Cricut lives, there's like literally hundreds of people and it's hard to get your questions answered, but I'm going to be here for you later on and you'll get to see this in action, answer any question that you want, okay? So definitely join me. It will probably be around 12 or 12:30 today because I have an appointment at 11:30 and that's Eastern time. Okay. Everyone, thank you so much for coming today. I'm so excited about this product, but I'm also excited about what we're doing. And actually tomorrow, because we said we were going to do an Anna Griffin layered card, I'm using the new product on the on tomorrow's demonstration. So woo, you're going to get the live video. If you can't make it today, that's fine. I'll post it on the replay. But then also tomorrow, you'll see it in action when we we do our card from Anna Griffin that is a Halloween card. Okay, everyone? And congratulations, Lori. Thank you for coming, everyone. Thank you to all our new folks and our old folks. Not old folks, but you know what I mean. And we will see you all again in a couple of hours. And if you have time, head on over to Cricut and see that video, okay? Thanks, guys. Love you all. We'll see you in a few hours. Take care of yourself. Bye. Oh, great. Thank you, Shelley.